Has the NBA's most dominant dynasty just begun its most audacious gamble? After hoisting the Larry O'Brien Trophy in 2024 and battling through a grueling 2025 campaign that saw them fall agonizingly short, the Boston Celtics, a franchise synonymous with relentless pursuit of excellence, found themselves at an unexpected crossroads. With Jayson Tatum sidelined for much of new season, and the echoes of a hard-fought past still ringing, the Celtics front office didn't flinch. They didn't panic. Instead, they executed a series of moves so bold, so calculated, they sent shockwaves across the league, transforming their financial landscape and signaling a new era of strategic brilliance. This isn't a retreat. It's a recalibration, a high-stakes chess match designed to ensure their championship window remains not just open, but wider than ever. For years, the Celtics operated under the suffocating weight of the luxury tax, their hands tied by massive contracts. But the 2025 offseason brought a seismic shift. The departures of Kristaps Porzingis, a vital offensive cog, and Jrue Holiday, the team's defensive bedrock, weren't just cap-clearing maneuvers, they were a declaration of intent. Shedding Porzingis' $30.7 million and Holiday's $32.4 million didn't just provide breathing room. It plunged Boston beneath the dreaded second tax apron for the first time in what felt like an eternity. Suddenly, the mid-level exception, a tool previously beyond their reach, was back on the table. This wasn't about shedding talent for the sake of it. It was about shedding the constraints of immobility, the nagging concerns of injury, and the philosophical shackles that come with an aging high-usage core. This was Brad Stevens' masterstroke, a calculated gamble to rearm for another sustained title push. Yet, every bold move leaves a void, and the Celtics were no exception. The absence of Porzingis left a gaping hole in the front court, not just in height and rim protection, but in that crucial pick-and-pop dynamic that had so often unlocked the offense for Tatum and Brown. Al Horford, though a legend, couldn't be expected to shoulder the entire load, and Luke Kornet, while serviceable, lacked the consistent defensive gravity and scoring punch needed for a championship contender. With whispers of the Spurs eyeing Kornet, Boston's need for a new big man became paramount, someone rugged, mobile, a relentless rim protector who wouldn't demand touches. Then there was Holiday's departure. That left a more complex wound. He was the ultimate point-of-attack defender, a battle-tested veteran who could lock down anyone from Donovan Mitchell to Jimmy Butler. His clutch decision-making and ability to stabilize chaotic stretches were the very essence of Boston's playoff grit. The draft brought promising young talent in Hugo Gonzalez, Amari Williams, and Max Shulga, but the immediate needs remained stark. So, who is the sneaky good player the Celtics must target to fill these critical gaps and unleash their full potential? Look no further than Deandre Ayton. At just 26 years old, Ayton still carries the undeniable pedigree of a former #1 overall pick. Despite a tumultuous tenure in Phoenix and a somewhat lukewarm stint in Portland, he has consistently averaged a double-double for his career, a testament to his natural gifts as a big man. The criticisms he's faced, primarily around motor and engagement, take on an entirely new context when he's not burdened with the weight of being a franchise savior. In Boston, Ayton wouldn't be asked to carry an offense. He'd be the fourth or fifth option, a role where his immense talent could truly flourish without the pressure. Boston's defensive identity has always been rooted in versatility and relentless rim protection. While Porzingis offered length, he often struggled against physically dominant post players. Al Horford, a defensive savant in his prime, can no longer be a consistent deterrent at the rim. Ayton, for all his perceived flaws, still possesses the ability to block shots, contest relentlessly at the rim, and even switch out onto perimeter players in spurts, a skill set that aligns perfectly with Boston's switch-heavy, help-rotating defensive scheme. Imagine a lineup where Ayton anchors the paint, providing a formidable last line of defense behind perimeter stoppers like Derrick White and Jaylen Brown. That's a defensive core capable of suffocating even the most potent offenses. Financially, signing Ayton wouldn't be simple, but it's now feasible. He likely won't command a max deal after a quieter season in Portland, but he won't come cheap. However, the strategic shedding of Porzingis and Holiday's contracts has opened up the necessary financial breathing room. If Brad Stevens can structure a clever deal, perhaps a front-loaded contract with team options, they could land Ayton without crossing that dreaded second apron. And with the market for centers having cooled significantly, there's a genuine chance Ayton could be signed for near or even slightly below market value if he prioritizes winning and a clear path to a championship. Speaking of core pieces, the Celtics' commitment to their established talent remains unwavering, even amidst the radical roster shakeup. Recent reports from former ESPN insider Zach Lowe revealed that the Toronto Raptors offered the number 9 pick for guard Derrick White, an offer Boston reportedly laughed at. This wasn't just a casual dismissal, it was a defiant statement. The offer came a month and a half ago, after Jayson Tatum's injury, and Boston's response was unequivocal: "We need way more than number 9 for Derrick White." This isn't a team looking to strip assets, it's a team that understands the intrinsic value of its foundational pieces. White is a high-leverage role player who does everything well: defend, create turnovers, shoot, and handle the ball. His consistent contributions were instrumental in their 2024 championship run, averaging 16.4 points for 0.8 assists, for 0.5 rebounds, a steal, and a block last season. Despite any perceived payroll issues, Brad Stevens' stance is clear. We've got the foundation, obviously, with Jalen and Jayson Tatum and D. White and Peyton Pritchard and all those guys that a lot of teams would love to have. This steadfast commitment to their core, combined with their newfound financial agility, paints a picture of a franchise not just rebuilding, but strategically reloading. The Boston Celtics are not just making moves, they are orchestrating a masterpiece of roster construction. By shedding significant salary, regaining crucial financial flexibility, and targeting high-upside, sneaky-good talent like Deandre Ayton, they are poised to address their critical needs. Coupled with their unwavering commitment to foundational stars like Derrick White, the Celtics are sending a clear message to the rest of the league. Their championship aspirations are not just alive, they are evolving, adapting, and ready to strike with renewed force. This isn't the end of an era, it's the thrilling beginning of a new chapter in Boston's relentless pursuit of Banner 19. What do you think of the Celtics' audacious offseason moves? Do you believe Deandre Ayton is the sneaky good player they need? Or is there someone else you'd rather see in green? Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. And if you found this deep dive insightful, make sure to hit that like button to support our channel.